Good morning. Good morning. It's still legit morning. Not just technically morning. It is legit morning. It is about to hit 10 a.m. It's good. It's good. I got quite a bit done. So rise and shine. Things are looking better. Angels of love and light. Welcome back. My divine panel also the same. To divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Okay. All right. So, what do we have here today, my darlings? Well, hello, my cream girl. I hope you are surviving. Yeah, so I asked, just, while having breakfast or brunch right now, leftovers, just because I need to clean up the fridge a little bit. It's practical. I'm doing housekeeping. Simultaneous eating leftovers. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know where my other earring is to my regulars. I'll have to find them. Whatever, it's okay. It's gonna find me. So whatever topic of the season my divine panel desires for me, that is what we're talking about here. And because a lot of things are going on, a lot of things, as always, but more so here. And I want to talk about them, but I want this space to be the correct timing. And I mean, I'm used to saying things that most people are thinking but not saying. Yeah, so they want me. This is a different turn, okay? So King of Cups is on the recipient side. It is basically male, masculine, psychic. It's, I find this person to be, well, this is an energy, okay? So upright, what am I getting from this today? The feeling that I get from this is, for this current moment, is be who you are, how you are, and confident at that. Like nobody can shake you, nothing can sway you. This is Master of the Tide, looking at it. You see? How it just kind of like curtails, and it's just like, it just barely, this is basically the waves are like foam to him. And so this is kind of like an admiration for self, in its like Venus energetic in its masculine form. You see what I'm saying here? It's this is good. This is good. This is on the recipient side, what I'm receptive to. Okay, topic of the season, my divine panel wishes or desires for me. This automatically engages with Two of Cups, well upheld bonds. Do you see? Two of Cups right there. I think that's the first time I've ever seen or noticed Two of Cups hidden in plain sight, if not Three of Cups, the addition, the celebration of such. I think in any variation of tarot. I mean, I'm sure that there's other ones that depict it on the throne. But even more so on the, like, carried by elementals. This is carried by, like, on the backs of, or overhead on the, of these mermaids. So there's something quite magical here in this person's endeavors. This is, it shows me like pilgrim shoes. So this is, in its essence, what I'm going to do, this is a side note, is pause. I can hear myself quite well. Usually more than usual, excuse me. So I feel like I can use any of this time to roll it however I like. What am I losing out on? A -0 head count here? I might as well work on speaking with more clarity. I already speak with confidence. People who really know where I'm coming from know that I'm speaking with confidence, even with the filler words. But to others, to the expanded form, I could say that I give not one shit, but I'd rather speak in love than not. So I realize that people are in different places for different reasons, whatever. So I can't group them all into a nay category, like screw them, right? So I'm going to work on myself, which means that during these pauses, I either am deep in thought, in channeling, and sorting through the messages and what to convey. Other than how to convey it, that's just by default. But the true challenge here now is to decipher what it is to convey. That keeps my audience in mind, gauging their receptivity. So that's what this King of Cups is doing here. Yes. So there's that. On the doing side, it's abracadabra, Midas touch through everything that I apply myself to. Therefore, let's say if I do get this jobby job, these particular opportunities, if one is nailed down to take up and consume a larger ratio of my time, I've got to match that with my personal endeavors. See? Why not? If that is the truth of my creations or creativity, then why would I put all my Midas touch into one basket? Right? Right. That is a topic of the season my divine panel desires most for me. So that is what is listed here. Now in the shuffling, I also look I think I know I was sick for a bit, but like and then I don't know, I just wanted to do that. Don't know why. But yeah. Oh, look, heartbreak. What is that all about? I guess we all have to deal with some kind of disappointments, but remember, my crew here, at least my mantra is, one of them, is that I will not let the world disappoint me. I can't let it. I mean, how could it disappoint me? Holy smokes, no. So even with heartbreak, that's just the nature of life. Knight of Pentacles in reversal. What is going on here? I just wanted to take a peekaboo. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I'm closed off to this. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Two of Swords. What's behind her? Oh. Yeah. So, okay. Big decision has been made, obviously. See, I told you. Look. Okay. So, big decision has been made. Some people have been dethroned. They're falling off what feels like a cliff. They have no recognition that they fell off what they're falling off of, like this big tower. There's like no recognition between the fall because the pedestal was so high, the penthouse was so high that amidst falling and the fear and like the craze, induced by that, they've forgotten where they've fallen from. You know what I mean? That's what's happening in many industries, let me tell you. So this is delivering some heartbreak. My part in this is I've already gone through my stuff. All of those energetics that are involved, whether it was directly by specific identities, people within my locality, or the expanded version of those sorts. What did they, how do I say this? The expanded version of those like energetics, the indirect implications of those energetics are that basically threw me under the bus. Singular and group style, incessantly. While we were in close proximity. It's my 10:10 coffee alarm, but that's what was interrupted here. It's 11:12 on the clock, but that's what it's saying. That's what's happening with them. I already went through my bouts that were accentuated by those energetics, so I'm blocked off. It's none of my business what happens to them. Okay, what I am bringing is upcoming justice. Yeah, because of my findings. Holy smokes! Yep, eagle eye view. I'm getting eagle eye cherry. What song do they sing? I think they sing Save Tonight and Fight the Break of Dawn, Come Tomorrow, something. Okay. Oh, okay. So when I was shuffling, oh, even better. Oh, it's good. Okay, so even before I pulled the prefix, or the header cards, this turned up to this. So I'm on a journey, yes, and it's prospectively banging, let me tell you. This is an era of investing in myself, and being absolutely snooty about it is what they're telling me. Like toothy, and what did they say? Snooty, yeah. Like I will end it. I will nip it in the bud if I have to. That kind of energy, just very decisive. But not decisive like, oh, I'm just a diva, I can do this or do that. This is something that I didn't see this. I was looking forward to seeing what this was before looking at the bottom, but I don't know, the bottom crept up on me. Anyway, this is a new beginning. This is your Uber. Like the most, like the fanciest decked out, like this is according to your own terms of what happiness is, and then it's like going like double, triple, quadrupling that. You see, oh yeah, doubling, tripling, quadrupling, right? Yeah, there's 4 pentacles. That's ownership. So instead of the standard ways of business in transacting in the spiritual realm, when you get rewards or consequences, it's at least in standard by 3-fold. When you get signs, you cannot, absolutely do not ignore them when you see them come through in 3-fold. You cannot lie to the divine. You cannot look the other way. The divine knows whether or not you have witnessed those signs, that have acknowledged them. You can pretend you just didn't see them. Okay? They know. It's all psyche. It's all kind of laced into your soul. Okay? Okay? So this is wonderful. This is beautiful. This is a continuing cloud. And yet it does a job in offering relief from this bright, bright, bright sun. This is beautiful. I love it. I mean, there's already a foreboding with it in the manifestation side, the doing side. This is the yang side, yeah? Overlooking palaces. Look at that. Oh, shit, snap. Okay. but this is a grown child in as kind of like a support figure. That's what it's showing me here. So I have a lot of legit fun energetics around me at this time. I was starting to get worried with all the things that are happening in the news. Can I say something about this first? Can I say, my divine panel, you tell me, is it okay to divulge? 5 of Cups. Well, they're saying that they already set the tone with the prefix cards, and we're going to focus on that. We're not going to go off on a tangent on this. You know, Tina, for yourself, we're going to hand it back to you. We're not going to reject the question, but we're going to steer it back to you to determine again whether or not you want to say goodbye to this, because free will is it still plays a factor in this. So you just have to drop certain subjects sometimes and let it play out, because that would work as kind of like manipulation to what's to unfold. And Tina, you are all about letting things organically happen. You know, it's such a stress reliever to know that the divine has your back in figuring shiz out, you know? I almost forgot my leftovers. I warmed it up quite a bit. It's chicken, potatoes, carrots, rice. And it was done in a Dutch oven. Delicious. But, so it's all spiced up and stuff. But the temps are like varying because potatoes hold heat very well. So then it throws off the timing of the chicken, and throws off the timing of the rice. So some are way too hot, and some are like, meh, I'll do with you. When we're looking at leftovers. Screw the rice. I'm good with the other stuff. So I'll leave it. I'm sure I have advanced occultists. I have an array of people here. And that's not to say anything about me. It's more so, if there's anybody new, I just gotta say, in the past 3 or 4 days that have occurred, I have to say, mirrors are a big freaking deal. Don't let any other person tell you otherwise, okay? Okay? Because I used to, how can I divulge? I don't want to divulge too much information, holy smokes. Okay, how do we start with this? 4 of Cups in reverse. Making the right choices. Okay, I made the right choice to not just decline, but remove myself, not just unsubscribe, but also block. Just separate myself from a practitioner who has a public forum and are followed by many and has other connections. But because of their gifts, I wouldn't say because of their gifts. The gifts gave them access to do certain things in a variety of places. And not all of them were consenting. And I know this. I do not agree with it, obviously. But when practiced long enough, there's not just a sense of jadedness, but well, what I will say is it's immoral. And intrusive. And these people that engage in such activities are desensitized, not just jaded, they're desensitized. And these things are normalized. So when they have the support of others who do like things, it makes things not just normalized, but with the stamp of approval, maybe several stamps of approval. So this must be a norm, not just for me, but for others. It becomes quite acceptable. So one tends to talk about it like it's almost with a smile. Some with no remorse. And if you're looking at a more junior level within its discrepancies, one would be more like a fraternity, a sorority type of energetic and would brag about it. And so when I noticed that that person was deliberately engaging and teaching their audiences that mirrors are not portals, yet I experienced a 3-day out of commission type of energetic, and I've felt several variations of it. One last night, I told you about it, directly tied to the mirror. Like, what the frick? I just gone, you know? And that's that. It's a closed chapter. It's done. So I hope and pray that my divine panel and my helpers will recognize, who's on this this list, this blacklist of mine. I don't know if I would call it a blacklist. I would call it a gray list. Yeah, because like I said, this person was more of on the bragging side rather than ultimately desensitized and coerced and tempted to engage in other this is more than just unlawful. It's despicable acts. So that's as much as I'm gonna say. But so far, I don't want to use my hands for this, so I'm doing the poke the chicken and twirl method. What does my divine panel want to say about it? about? Well, they're saying, Tina, this is why this person reoccurs showing up. It's because this person has the feels for you. More than the feels, for sure. Like, you make them want to not just change their minds, but change their life. And that's why, I don't know, that's why I said kind of like the gray. No, that's a hint of why I said the gray area, because I had the feeling that this is gonna happen. What? But some would argue love is love is love is love. You know? Love can make you do crazy things and the wisest things. You know? I don't know what to say. What? I don't know. Man, wait. Okay, can you clarify for me in my divine panel? I'm not hung up on this. You just... Why? What do you want to tell me? You can steer the conversation out of this because we're soon to. But I don't know what to say. Queen of Wands in reverse. I mean, you can look at this card as, you know, a hoe card. But this is kind of being objective. Like, I am directly communicating, like 9 minus my wand brings it to 8. So I'm communicating, like I have to keep distant from this. Dude, what? Okay, so keep my fire to myself, basically. Okay, all right, so back to... That's a good segue. What is my divine panel? Or hold on. What topic of the season does my divine panel desire for me? Seven of Swords and Nine of Swords. Holy smokes! What's this all about? It could have gone back in, but I was like, hey, wait. This is kind of like capturing an intruder, like kind of sneaking away. The way it was sliding into here. This is someone's like super stressed, like wanting to steal a glance. Holy smokes, this person just wanted to steal a glance. That's why. Like, you see, when I'm exhausted, when I'm like, frick, I got all this stuff to do, and I've gone through some of it, and I'm just like chilling and resting, person pops on by, just wanted to steal a glance. And I don't mean to like say these things to like make fun of somebody or to brag or anything like that. This is just in a sense of an awareness that this is an energetic. This is not just a particular identity. This is an energetic. I know this because I've felt certain energies around me. I have smelled certain scents. I have, dude, for sure. So this is 16. This is the Tower card within its mental scape. So, this is, what do you call it? Telepathy. This is astral projection, as you can see on the bed, right? this is energetic within transitions, you see. So this is definitely like remote viewing, astral projection, yeah. I mean, this person seems to mean well, but they just have certain indulgences, I suppose. Like, why am I reading so much into the why? Wait, hold on, hold up. Okay. This is very much intentional. Like, it's not like, oh, I accidentally, like for me, I will read the cards and I'm thinking, oops, I read a lot into this person. It's not like this person just stumbled upon my sentience. No, this is very much intentional. This is very much decisive, if not planned. Okay, so let's bring it back to me. Okay, what does the divine intend for me? Oh, okay, so this is stealing, like moving, like this is going stealth mode and enjoying it, not like oh my god, that's not me. Like I didn't do anything. It's kind of like that. What are you talking about? I was just typing. I was just doing something. That's what it's saying here. You can steal away, Tina. This is like your Santa moment where you can grant yourself some time or to do whatever you want. And there's clear emphasis in that. Be absolutely decisive in that. So life doesn't like squeeze the energetics out of you. You see? No. You're supposed to enjoy these things, Tina. Not only winter is coming, but Christmas is too. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Let's get, what is their best suggestion for this season? On applications. Oh, Knight of Swords. Something's moving quickly. Like, you're catching on, Tina. So that's the 17th sword. That is the star card. It's a star card. And it's mental scapes. Like, I am keen. And quick. I like it. I think I have chicken stuck in my teeth. Chicken hair slices? Something like that. I felt a degree of chicken. Okay. Anything more on my divine panel? King of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands. What is this? Oh, shit. What? Okay. This totally felt like an abrupt external energy. Two kings of two sorts. The most combative, implicative energetics. Wands and swords, except wands is going upright about it. Swords is being a little devious about it. Both want their own way. Interesting. That's an abrupt external energy. I want to get clarifiers for each, and then I'll isolate them to my own. Okay. Two of Pentacles for the King of Swords. I knew it. I was like, I couldn't call it too early. It's like, who would I pick? Love connection. Who and it looks like there's a means to the end on the King of Swords, but still there's two things to be determined, you know? This, I mean, wanting to balance things out, but the methods are just, oh my gosh, this dude. Okay, King of Wands is Eight of Swords in reverse. Clarification. There's so much more to this. So I'm just going to reel it back in. I'm not going to decipher because no one has popped up in my physical energetics to steer me in any way. In fact, this would be too early to decipher who to go with. But at face value, let's say, let's pretend like we're in assessments, okay? You have one shot for this particular assessment. There will be many shots. Don't worry, Tina. Okay? So if you particularly didn't get this particular one, it's okay. Okay? You're still alive. And there's many other blessings incurred. Because what the divine has structured for me is basically on to the next. If some entity doesn't get me or doesn't find me acceptable enough, you know what? My divine crew has it structured so that I am valued. So they're not going to place me in a location that sees me, even at just the introduction part, as less than. Okay? That's what we're all about here. So some might not, like, I can't take offense to it if anyone is just like, no, no thanks, no thanks. It's clearly a misunderstanding. It just needs time. Needs time to grow. I wouldn't really say it like that, just because I feel like I can very well acclimate to my surroundings. So it doesn't really need time to grow, it just time to gain some perspective. So looking at this, drawing back over here, King of Wands, upright. This is accentuating the realm of peaceful, easygoing, fun, lighthearted interactions. They go on the repetitions of transactions, interactions that build long-time clientele, that build sturdy roots. And this gives one a sense of freedom, not just in the practice, but also in the results of it, inevitable results. So here we actually see a condensed version, like a jetpack fueled version of the King of Wands, because on either side is a lion, which shows me something like, okay, there's two messages here. That this is moving forward. This is being carried forward by one's own passion and fire, and as above, so below. So this is kind of like rocket fuel. What is that called? That fuel? I forgot. NOx? Is that what that is? The second message in its condensed form is that he has his own, but he also recognizes his counterpart's lion as well. So this is a very fun energy, because hidden in plain sight is not only is this the King of Wands, but also the King of Pentacles. How did we get to that point? It was such a rush. Oh, recognizing your counterpart as equal. The King of Wands doesn't have to do that. King of Pentacles will surely do that because the Queen of Pentacles is the best mother, right? So psychologically speaking, the dynamics of those patternings from nature lover of the King of Pentacles to bond with, you know, basically a pre-me version of the Empress, why would you not hold them into direct consideration, equal consideration? So this is kind of like babysitting both, you know, while one goes out on duty, you know, it's kind of like that energetic, this recognition, if it's not in its physical form. So it's beautiful. I like it. I like it. So, Tina, consider yourself free from all the turbulence that got you stagnated, okay? Because you have a new vibe now, and it's well recognized. You're covering the mastery of at least 2 different suits, and again, the fruition on the wand. This is the 3rd time that's showing here. Not all of the wands in these scapes show that much abundance. So, seeing a lot of good things turn out here. Wonderful. On the other hand, because there's so much mental scape in this, in carving out time for yourself and basically, yeah, freeing yourself and being absolutely decisive. Like, yep, that's my final answer. Yep. The triggers here in what's a yes is becoming more natural and authentic for you, Tina. So the King of Swords is appearing here in reversal. It's because sometimes you need to hold your tongue or hold your say because you know it matters a lot. Whether or not that's publicly recognized or not, and by what value or channel, you know that for certain. I mean, we have a total, 17 swords here. So sometimes you gotta quiet for a bit because it's kind of like a Mad Men type of mentality where a little, doesn't even have to be a little, female is considered inferior upon walking into those premises. And how do we want to say about this? What do we want to say about this? And so sometimes you bring your ideas to the table, certain thoughts, opinions, whatever. You've already read the room and you've recognized how they treated you even without the without a sampling of your brain, that they don't quite value you in an equal sense, in any kind of venue, okay? You just kind of hold that for yourself. Otherwise, somebody's going to steal that for their own. You know what I mean? So this is kind of keeping the balance in that, but there's a stronger message in here. I feel like there's a stronger message in that because it's not like, oh, the world is against me. This is not having to explain yourself to anyone. You do have things in balance. And I do know that there are other resources out there that are super helpful, super handy, and successful in what they do. And I'm open to listening to fragments of it, just as I'm called to. But what they're telling me here is that I've already got things in balance. It might not look like that because the formulas are different. So, I mean, straight up, that's a lot of swords, and this is almost like playing blackjack to get that hand. The combination of that hand, the quantity of the swords, like this is very unique, particular. It's very precise in its offerings. So you don't need to prove yourself to anyone, Tina. Not in this realm. Wherever you are, you don't need to do that. Which means that when I have my alone time, like shower time, when or whatever, driving time. Actually, driving time is no, because I can get like, where are we now? Default autopilot. But when I have that free time and my mind is just moseying on along these thoughts, I should role play and mock trial myself with a Q&A. How would it be if somebody approached me and inquired, okay, you have the intro. How do you do? Where do you come from? What do you do for a living? And these are absolutely harmless questions. People are not trying to size, oh, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. People are not trying to size up anything. And what they're trying to remind me in answering this is not to be dependent on what other people's reactions are. Like, so, okay, that threw me off. Okay, we'll get back on here. Yeah, I should start role-playing. Thank you. What I would say, because I just have my scripts. I'm like, oh, let's where's that notepad? Okay. I am what do they call it? Let's say during assessments. What is the question that I usually answer by default? I can't think of particular questions in mind right now, but I know that at certain times I've answered like, oh, I'm not doing anything. No, I am doing whatever I can. So I have to think of ways to deviate from the old script. Or actually, they're saying that I don't really need to do all of that. You're getting all up in your like physical elements right now. That's what they're telling you. That's why they warned me with this. Like, that's codependency. What you want to do, Tina, is you want to keep things in balance. You want to hold your word sometimes, and you just like want to, what is it, keep safe energy, where no one can capture a flag. Yeah. So you don't need to explain yourself. It should have ended right there, right then and there. Once you read a person as to whether or not they're sizing you up, and if they are not, and it's just in good faith, that's where things should come natural. So the way to keep things in balance is when you bide time for yourself, when you work on that abacus. Now that you don't, you've already transcended your sick days. I mean, there's still enough of that allotment, but I've had enough for now on that. Once I work on that, then I'll automatically know how to respond. Like, I'm good with myself. That's a measure of how good I am with myself, wherever I'm at and however people perceive me, for sure. Okay, so the topic of the season, my divine panel desires most for me. Okay. I mean, that's good. Oh, it's the Ace of Cups. Right there. Ace of Cups. They're basically saying that that's true. You will feel, this is, exceeding expectations. Oh my gosh, for sure. If I did that, if I just followed what they're suggesting, that would be a huge game changer. Like, no one could deny. Like, what is that waterfall over there? Oh, it's not a waterfall. That's Tina's cup. From all sides, all directions. It's irrefutable. It's undeniable. It's what they're showing me is indestructible. To hold that much water and it continuing to expand. What they're saying is a royal flush. I don't know what that, I would say that, but I don't play cards really like that, so I think it's a high hand. It beats most hands, if not all. Anyway, that's what they're saying. Okay. What time is it? 50 minutes? What? Okay, bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. They have communicated that. That is absolutely for sure. Beneath that, 2 of Swords again. Everything else not to be disclosed. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. They wanted both. It is the Queen of Cups, da-da-da, and the Nine of Cups. Fantastic. So all in all, 10 of Cups here, and I'm not alone in this. There are people who are already adept at engaging in the Nine of Cups, so they're going to assist me. Those are my party planners. But this is good. You're covered. Yeah. People are looking out for you. You're looking out for them. Coast. This is wonderful because we started off with the primary King of Cups on the recipient side. So this is, again, this is a repetition and looking at the dynamic duos, the yin-yang balance of certain suits. We saw that in the last reading, how it reverted like full circle back to the first card, the recipient card, linking with almost its finality. That's crazy. Okay, or upon closure for sure. That's what it's saying. Okay, I like it. I mean, right after that, that's for sure. Okay. So, there's, do you hear? Siren? Yeah, this is making way for, you know, the 10 of Cups energy. Why do we hear that? Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, that is an absolute truth. This is my Empress energy coming through. Make way coming through. That's it. That's crazy. That's crazy good. All right. So for those of my kin that are doing the work and working so diligently at collective growth, what is your takeaway? Oh, Knight of Cups. Okay, so you must be romanticizing this in the vibe, like cheers, hear you, cheers. Energetic, and it is it's upfront, it's visible, it's supportive, it's endearing. Or maybe you find this endearing? I did. I see the letter J here on his cape anyway, or her cape. It looks like it could be either. That's crazy. What? Oh, it looked like, okay. This is the first time that I noticed the little initials here, and it looks like ME. So like the waters, the intuitive bodies, like that's me. Sure, like that's the first time I noticed that. No, on his cape at the end, it looks like a monogram of J. You know. So there's that. Okay. These could also be, you know, love interests as well. But who does not have any interest in love? I can tell you. Definitely, I don't know. Some people still enjoy the vibe. But they, like, I don't think I'm going to talk about my particular placement in the matter. I'd like to cross that bridge when it, you know, comes to it. But for right now, I don't, there's, like, just deal with what's in front of you, Tina. Like, if like this has to physically show up in my realm before I can even address it. So why like get all like twiddling my thumbs like, okay, so what is it? What is it that you know, like no. No, I got I got better things to do, you know. So okay. All right. So what is our takeaway? Oh, it's temperance. That's lovely. Temperance. Okay. So this is absolutely cheers. This is also, what do you call it? Not chauffeured, chaperoned by an angel. I want to say this Archangel Gabriel. No, Raphael. No, I don't know. I mean, that's a healer, so I would say definitely that. And it's like looking at the 2-cup sense. Like, this is like a matchmaking. Holy smokes. Okay. So they're saying that will come, Tina. So you, of course you don't have to sweat it. You don't have to sweat it right now. It'll just come naturally. That's what it looks like here. Everything is like coming into order when it looks like the cards are lining up. Like so there's that. Oh my god. You know, let me tell you this. Okay. It looks like because of the way the waters are positioned, you see how it's like trailing. And then there's some right over here. But then like right here, it's trailing from the back, you know, up to the fit right here. This person, it could either like he's like, oh cheers, you know, it's like right in front of him. But it could, this like love bug or whatever could like, I mean this in the best way possible, but it could like steer around behind him, like bite him in the ass, you know? So it's like, oh, I didn't know that there were other routes. Okay. It's like that. That's the way it is. All right. Okay. Let's have some more chicken. All right. You know what? I want some coffee. Let's do the coffee. I like it better without the top on. You know, just because there's too much distance on this thing. Oh, excuse me. All right. So this is kind of like a well-managed relationship thing going. And again, this looks like there's no limitation because this Knight of Cups actually looks like he, she, they, kind of, it could be any type of energetic there. But it has a youthful presentation and a sense of seriousness. Like, I mean this. Yeah, and this person, this energetic, has their own like huge cup. It's resembling. You see, like the size, the sheer size is like the size of his head. I just noticed that. You see, so they have their own like filled cup, and so oh my gosh, what's going on? So this angel is like, here, let me hold it for you. Let me see if this works out. Yeah, you know. It's not breaking eye contact. You could like do a staring contest with this angel. You would not last. None of us would, because that's how precise this angel is in their alchemy, for sure. Okay, excellent. Okay, so what are my 3 takeaways? Let's do it. Let's do this. Oh, 4 of Wands. This is home, hearth. This is total vibe. This is self-realization, knowing who you are, how you are, being like so, and being able to, like, what is it? You can take them home, that kind of energy. Like, these are energetics that vibe the same. And So another way of looking at this is 1111 energy. This is probably what the 1111 portal also is trailing along as well. But can also be seen as the marriage card. So commitments, partnerships, like really, 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 really strong, secured partnerships. So, dude, like I can't use the M word as casually because, you know, that's not this era. This particular era for this now moment, maybe in the future, but like this, for this now moment, that's like, we're just feeling the vibes right now. We're in a secured type of engagement here, you see? So, that is my first takeaway. Let's get something clarified from that, just because, you know, I'm curious to see what they... Oh my god, what the heck? Yes. What the heck? No, for sure. Look, you see the red rope on their wrists? Red Rover, you can't break these two over kind of energy. Holy smokes. Oh, oopsie. Oh, it's good. Okay. What is my second takeaway? Ah, Four of Pentacles. Holy smokes. It's definitely secured energy. This is like, this is more than beloved. This is protected energy. Like, I will hold the shiz down, make sure that things are in balance. And, this kind of hold me tight. I'm getting that song by the Beatles, Hold Me Tight. So, behind this, like, older gentleman's, like, you best not be type of energy. Like, it's not quite mad dogging. It's like, you should know better type of energy here. Not to mess with. Yeah. Yeah. So this is kind of like wearing your wealth, but also like a portion of your wealth, but also securing it and keeping it safe. This is, yeah, this is a sense, this is not being, it's not 100% about being guarded. The vibe here is ownership, protection, safety, and it's like fatherly sense of a beloved, like you want to protect it. Yeah. And this is starting from the portal, the outskirts. So this is gatekeeping, and it's, you know, that, what's that song? Holy smokes. By Jadena. It's Long Live the Chief. It's that kind of archival strength, whether that's deemed by matriarchal or patriarchal. I feel like it's a combination of both, because that's a theme here, especially with engagement in the portal and being like kind of like a bouncer to it. I'm hearing that song. What is it? Is it Lemon by Rihanna and Pharrell? I'm feeling it. Yeah. So anything else? I feel like that. Yeah, this is definitely within the season. This is celebratory. You know what they're telling me, Tina? A little project, side project for you to just seriously. This is just, I know it seems like, oh, you're playing with things or whatnot, but seriously, like, put a wreath on your door. Like, it's great to do housekeeping and like manage like the front area or whatnot, but they're saying be more celebratory within your presentation. So this is not really for others. This is for you, solely for you, the practice of setting the tone. This is not to please anybody else. but to please yourself. This is the front door, your door, and that'll set the tone inevitably for all the other things. It should make the other things easier to approach. Okay, set that tone. And yeah, they're saying that. Okay, all right, so what's the clarifier for that? I'm just curious. The Hangman in reverse. Yeah, enjoy the fruits of your labor. After that, I didn't say it, but they're telling me to say it. After that, the next step is to, kind of sit on the stairs, sit on the process. We have business people here. Okay, so sit on the process and be in touch with every single realm of the pentacle energy. Okay, and yeah, this is kind of like Twister energy, except you're not like discombobulated in accessing those points. You have it straight up, like, I got it. All right. Player one, that's it. That's all it takes. So, I didn't realize that. Like in playing Twister, you could just do it yourself. I should buy Twister. And yeah, I should do Twister. And then that'll be my yoga. That'll be my yoga. I don't know if I'm gonna play that year. Maybe. If I find a discount Twister, or if it's like $5, I will invest in that and we will play Twister. What player one Twister? That's what I need to do. Okay, anyway. This is being objective. Like, okay, part one done. Part two, sit in like the fruits of your labor. Just like enjoy it. You don't have to look straight at, you don't have to be facing what you've done to set the tone. You already know it. It's good. You feel it. And now it's kind of sitting on the front patio, kind of like, I wouldn't say retired mode, but this is relaxing. Like, I don't know. Do they do that in the South? Or very congested neighborhoods that have those gates and those guard dogs and like patio furniture strewn about, and they're not all in good condition, but they could be. Everybody has their own. There's no HOA. Okay, let's say there's no HOA. Okay, so it's looking at that energy. Okay, yeah, that's what they're saying. And just watch. Oh my gosh, just watch. Like, you do that, Tina, and the universe will bring you rewards from unexpected energetics, like energetics in the gray area. See, they're bringing stuff to you. You didn't put that up there. No, this crow or even this raven is bringing this shiny object to you because you are well liked. You are well received. And it might not seem like much, but it's a great, how do I say it? It might not seem like much to others, like not something to brag about, but just because that would be the fifth pentacle, that would be an automation of lack mindset. However, this is being completely practical and resourceful, and you just got the one up by an unexpected character that knows that you're kind of preoccupied in this, like my hands are tied, but with a sense of purposefulness, and there's a huge sense of awareness in how things operate, and you being the operator without additional manipulation. So I think that's the key feature in here, not just the balance and standing like forth, like sturdy in your own, Tina, but this is also the engagement of like the Emperor energy at 4, without additional like mind games, tricks, manipulations. This is actually a beautiful energy. I like this. Okay, so what is my third takeaway? 4 of Swords, and it is looking like it's brought up the High Priestess here for an immediate clarity card. So, and it's bringing up the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't need to do any additional work, Tina. No, tie your hands up, read that book, do your do the stuff that's on your to-do list, and you're safe. You're good. Okay. You didn't know how long it has it. You didn't know that you were going to get to this point. You didn't know how it was that you were going to survive. supporting yourself with the way things are. Up to this point. At some point, you have to drop the offensiveness of the Three of Swords energy and look at them as tally points in, like, I'm going to program these swords, and I'm going to use them to teach lessons. And so this is kind of like the blackboard. Let's say you have a team, you're on a journey, and you're writing the game plan, but all you have is the dirt. So it's etching that in the dirt, but this is like clearly looking at the lesson of when you hit a wall, hit a plateau, or between a rock and a hard place. But all it is just bricks and mortar. So it's teaching that on a level of like 1, 2, 3. What is it? Easy peasy. It's kind of like there's some kind of rhyme to that. And there's definitely not just rhyme, but also reason. So there's cadence to this energetic. This is this amplifies the Four of Swords, looking at the High Priestess right next to us. This is definitely a teacher in practice. Blue and yellow or blue and gold might be colors that are meaningful to you. In fact, we should look at that combination of coloring here. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, so that's what it's showing me here. So we have Four of Swords, so this is getting your sleep, just teaching yourself from the lessons that were learned, so that you can better script what's coming ahead, because you know what's coming ahead. Tina. Yeah, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how much force, like wind, what do you call it? This is a force to be reckoned with. You see, like, there's so much, it's more than a breeze, a gust coming through, continuous gust of energy. And that's what it's saying here. This is very interesting because this is the first time that I'm realizing that there are pomegranates off to the side rather than on a banner. So it's not just the representation. This is the actual shiz right here for both sides. And so while I wanted to talk about something more that can be construed as very highly political, they're saying there's a lot of gray area here, okay? So what it's showing me is that I am a mediator between both worlds, that both worlds can be absolutely fertile, okay? With its actual, not just its symbology, not just like, this is what I've done, this is my resume, my rap sheet, you know, all the things that I could do and can do and have done. This is its practice in its actual form. So no one really loses here, so long as they are engaged here, you see? That's interesting. Yeah, this is a matured energetic. This, with the triple goddess energetic there, triple moon goddess, we have Hecate here. I don't see any torch or any dogs here. Any keys in particular directly by this high priestess, except that triple moon goddess on the crown. And I feel like the key has transitioned into its active form in its training, in its teachings. This is, I feel like this is training. Yeah, definitely. You know what this person reminds me of? Her face. If you have these cards and look straight up, zoom into her face. I don't know if you can really see it as well. She looks like Insta something. Uebok, from Apache, and Insta. I forget how to say her name, but that's the girl. So it's definitely training. It's if you that's a definite one for that. I feel like I want to get one more, just one more, or done. No, one more. Yay! Six of Pentacles. This is rapid exchange. You see, like, their hands are still, like, consumed. Like, do you see how big their hands are? Compared to that pentacle, it's like holding a huge torta. A huge, like, yeah, did you see that? This is more than mana. It's, but just as, you know, that's enough to hold, you know, for them to hold, but yet it's streaming. And so that's what they're saying, rapid exchange, not just rapid exchange, like sizable. Yeah, by other adventurers. You see, adventure artists, that's what they're showing me. That's what they're showing me. Yeah, definitely. Other healers, like very well practiced healers. Like, healers have done bad things. Let me tell you. Healers have done a shiz ton of bad things. We've talked about this before. And some things drastic happen. They change, they modify a person. And so this is a healer, an adventurer by Blueprint design. So they're not going to stop at rock bottom if they hit rock bottom. Do you know what I mean? If they're a healer, and it's designated within their, like, biometrics or whatever you want to call them, when it's paired with the adventure, there's no stopping this energetic. No. So once they find a good energetic to interchange with, they're gonna give. They're gonna give, and it's not just solely about giving. This is taking one's power back and seeing what the universe has in store for them to interact and interplay with. So this is very redeeming. Again, a little bit of a Christmas energy here, you see? You see with the, like... So this can be interchangeable with the receptivity on the, like, the duo side, right? This youthful inner child version of the high courts, and this energetic. So I could portray this energetic, or I could portray this energetic. But that's interchangeable. This is an interplay. It's playful because it's freaking Christmas. It's not what just what this money can buy you and offer you. This is the act of its intention. It's combined energetics. It's very abundant, wholesome, giving to all parties, and enjoyable, mesmerizing almost. Like, this is the new vibe of the shiny object. That's what they're showing me here. Yeah, definitely. That's a different kind of light. It's very good. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally, if not abundantly, on a norm. Now, my lips are... Oh, my goodness. Let's do this at the tail end, because it's still legit and technically morning. So I got the rest of my day to recognize. Do, 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 do. there's like, I have a, what do you call it? Dry skin or whatever. Look, it carved. Anyway, let me get situated here and do a little cleansing. What else? Here's this. Oh, very nice. And what did you want to show me? Or something else? And then what else? Shoot, I don't remember. Okay. I forgot what I was going to do. There's something else. It's just kind of distracting me. I'm like, oh, might as well add this on. Okay. Okay. All right. Time to cleanse the arena. Oh, shit. Very nice. Oh, yeah. My own perfume. Where did you go? You're so loud. Time to start off my day. Alright. Cleanse you. Okay, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength. From those that call upon, generate, bring, cast, multiply, magnify, and or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, energetic, entity, thought form, or pattern. To pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Now, what else do we want to do here? Excuse me. Let's do it with everything you got. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Now.